As the world warms, extreme weather events will become more frequent and intense.
When they do happen, they tend to be much more severe, so they're putting more people at risk.
Flash floods can turn tiny streams into raging torrents.
E quella sera era un fiume di una portata immensa.
Human lives washed away.
Und das letzte, was ich von ihr habe.
The science of attributing individual extreme weather events to climate change is a complex one. But we know that the severity and the frequency of extreme precipitation in many areas of the world will increase as the temperature does.
For every 1 degree of warming, bear in mind that we've seen about 1.2 degrees of warming since pre-industrial times, that increases the amount of water vapour that the atmosphere can hold. So about 7% more for every 1 degree. So essentially that's more energy, more water up there, ready to fall as rainfall.
There are so many factors that cause flooding. The human impact they have is influenced largely by where we've chosen to build our homes. In the Ahr Valley of Germany, they've had big flood events even before global climate change, and they used to build on higher ground. Now, like in so many places, homes sit right on the floodplain. And so when extreme rainfall happens, the result can be catastrophic.
Ich dachte, jetzt kommt sie jeden Moment und sagt, komm Papa, wir fahren heim, es ist alles gut. Ja, aber sie ist ja nicht mehr gekommen.
Udo's daughter, Katharina, lost her life at the age of just 19. She was one of 190 people who died in the flash floods across Germany in that July of 2021.
Also wir sind eigentlich eine große Feuerwehrfamilie. Und irgendwann kriegt man den Virus, sage ich jetzt mal. Ja.
Ich sehe noch ihre leuchtenden Augen, ihr Strahlen in den Augen, als sie dann im Feuerwehrhaus aus dem Auto raus ist.
Wer stellt sich denn vor, dass unter 200 Liter Wasser plötzlich an der Ahr das Wasser 10 Meter hoch steht? Da hat ja keiner mit gerechnet. Überall aus den Hängen kam schon Wasser raus, aber ja, wir haben noch Witze gemacht in dem Feuerwehrauto, von wegen, wir retten keine Wohnwagen und so was. Und ja, und dann kamen dann Bewohner mit Hund und die sagten, jetzt sind noch Leute in den Mobilheimen und Katharina und die 3 Kameraden, die sind dann losmarschiert und wollten von unten retten. Ich habe noch ein Video von ihr, das ist nur eine 2-Sekunden-Sequenz und das letzte, was ich von ihr habe.
Dann stieg das Wasser aber wohl so schnell und riss dann die Mobilheime mit sich und ja, es konnte ihnen keiner helfen.
Ich habe mich dann versteckt, so mehr oder weniger an dem Hubschrauber. Und dann kam der Arzt zu mir und sagte, wir fliegen mal für Katharina. Das war ihnen ganz wichtig, ne? Obwohl die wahrscheinlich ganz genau wissen, sie finden sie nicht.
Und auf einmal ging die Sonne auf und irgendwo hatte ich das Gefühl, jetzt ist sie oben angekommen. Also,
It was the deadliest flood in recent German history. The role of climate change in this event is uncertain, and the shape of the landscape and local preparedness played their part. But in the UK, the Environment Agency warns that 1 in 4 homes will be threatened with flooding by 2050.
We see 1 in 100-year flood events, those sort of things that make entire basins across the whole of the Thames Valley or the Somerset levels underwater for weeks on end. Those sort of events are increasing with climate change. We're going to continue to see these types of floods. We're going to see this intense rainfall continue to happen. So the big question is, how are we going to learn to live with these floods?
Simone mi manca tutto, mi manca appunto il fatto della naturalezza con cui interagivamo, parlavamo, scherzavamo.
In October 2024, the region around Bologna in Italy experienced heavy rainfall. Andrea thought it would be safe to drive his brother Simone home when their car was suddenly deluged.
Noi quindi stavamo andando in questa direzione e sostanzialmente in questo punto ci siamo imbattuti poi nel ruscello che si era generato dalla collina, e quando abbiamo appunto provato a superarlo, in quel momento l'acqua è aumentata e ci ha sbattuto poi dentro il fiume. Questo qui è il Rio Caurienzano, che come potete vedere nella maggior parte dell'anno è un fiumiciattolo, anzi praticamente durante tutto l'anno, e quella sera era un fiume di una portata immensa. Stavo scavalcando, ho sentito Simone che urlava aiuto, aiuto, aiuto. La macchina è stata divorata via dal fiume.
E l'hanno ritrovato poi la mattina dopo fuori dalla macchina perché è stato sbalzato via. Cerchiamo di in qualche modo dargli un senso a questo dolore, cioè non lasciarlo sterile, ma appunto cercare di trasformarlo in una rinascita.
It's uncertain whether climate change played a role in this specific flood, but whatever the exact causes of individual events, those caught up in them express the horror of what they've experienced. And we know that climate change is only going to make extreme flood events in many parts of the world more common.
Oggi è un anno dalla morte di mio fratello e oggi, nel luogo in cui ha perso la vita, travolto dall'alluvione, porto questa ghirlanda di fiori neri, un simbolo a tutte le persone morte per via di alluvioni ed eventi catastrofici o eventi legati al cambiamento climatico. Ciao Simone, mi manchi tanto.